What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of that Haikyu manga chapter 369. Now, the chapter's been out for some time today. We had early chapters this week. Shout out to the Viz, of course, providing chapters week in and week out. Because they're performing God's work as they should be. And yeah, I was hoping to try and get the videos out earlier, because we had the early schedule and stuff coming out this time. But the life arc came into play, unfortunately, last second, and I had to wait until tonight to read it. But finally, no distractions, no outside interference, I could finally read the greatness. I do know for a fact that we're going on break next week, so it is kind of sad that I don't have the Haikyu hype in my life next week, but Furudate-sensei can give me a break. I know he deserves a break after putting 7 years of greatness out. Only taking his first break earlier this year with the stuff with Azumani, I believe. From what I can remember, I have to go back and see that. But I can't wait to see what's going to go down, man. We got done the events with Nationals, which I'm assuming, unless we go back and see what's going on with Commodore, maybe for Furudate, see their matches, but I don't know. But the only way I can find out what's going to happen this week is by reading the chapter. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what's in store, man. So, Haikyu 369. All right. Okay, so chapter 369, food becomes muscle. So you see the rest of Karasuno as they're getting out of the gymnasium and stuff with all their belongings. See Azumani looking on to Nishinoya. Asai-san, you're worried. I'm beating myself up because I wasn't able to dig that last shot, aren't you? Actually, not really. Well, wait, I thought you picked him up. But no, he's walking side by side. It's always hard to tell just because the size difference. He looks so close to him. There's no way that could be possible. So, well, okay, say I'm not all would be a lie. But if you couldn't dig that ball, it isn't likely any of the rest of us stood a chance of digging it either. I mean, there was just no chance, bro. Hoshiumi's just a different monster, okay? When we saw the first time this man was out here with the wingspan, doing that thing with his arms, it's just I tried to do it myself, almost strained a muscle. So we're not gonna be doing that, but you get the gist, man. Someone like Hoshiumi pulling something like that off, it's only natural, man. The guy is gonna be probably one of the top 3 aces going into year 2. No, wait, maybe Daichi could have. Still, it went over the top of the triple block. So, like Asai-san, if it was the only one who can get it, then it's definitely supposed to be the one I feel bad about. See Sugishima and Daichi. Sugishima, how's your leg? Did the cramp work its way out? Really? Really? Geez. Oh yeah, thanks. Without your blocking, we would have never made nationals in the first place. I mean, that's facts though, man. The match with Shiro Torizawa, that block's legendary. That whole chapter and episode, Moon's Halo, cemented Suki status with me, man. Thanks. I think I want to go back home and study some Commodore's game tape. Because, imagine, bro, because next year if we go up against them afterwards, imagine Suki's going to be looking at that match, seeing what errors that he himself made and what ways they can kind of fix up some things, and then in the rematch, they come back and get the dub. And see, look, he's looking back at all the stuff from before. Jeez, you guys. What are you, seals? Oh, Daichi. My guy, the captain. I'm not gonna be able to call him Sensual no more, man, after this year. You see, he's laughing away, but you see clearly the tears coming down. And Suki's just what? Yeah, I think he means that you grow quickly, sense. Baby seals are supposed to grow quickly, really big, really fast, right? That's funny. Stop looking at me like that, Tsukishima. Let me carry that for you. A Tanaka gang. But he has his tingle. I mean, he can have 2. Would you? Please, thank you. It's light. That's what I always say. Maybe I'm taking it out of context a little bit too, but it could be one of those things too, right now, that they just said, in terms of what this loss felt like. More, I know, obviously holding the bag and stuff, but in terms of the reader kind of taking in the mood and stuff, at least from his point of view, is it's light. But I don't know, it could be taken out of context. Don't let the score fool you. That wasn't a close loss. They had us completely beat. Top 8 in the nation. That we made it that far on our very first trip to nationals might seem nearly miraculous, but I have confidence that you guys can go further, a lot further. But I wanted to take this team further. Tobio. And like everyone was like freaking out, like what? And you see the whole stuff before this game is just another step towards our goal. And I'd rather do it all myself. All the settings, spiking, serving, everything. You see Suga look at him. He's like, it's worthless. If you don't win the darn game, lose, and that's all there is, and that's where it all ends. Oh, man. But just hearing that from you, just that, it makes me feel like coming here was worth something. I don't care what anybody says, this was worth it. If you feel that way about this team now, then I'm sure you can feel that way about your next one. And the one after that, and the one after that. All your teams even way into the future. Oh, man. I feel for Suga right now, man. Because for sure, growing up, into this team from his first year, second, and then being here, like, he's seen so many different people come into the mix and stuff. He knows that's going to definitely be the feeling that's, Hinata, Kageyama, Sugishima, Yamaguchi, from the first years, really, they're going to be seeing it. We know Tanaka, Nishinoya, and them, but Seals, every one of them. Kageyama was like, well then, I guess it's about time we... hang on, coach. One last thing, please. We would never made it this far on just guts and enthusiasm. Securing the gym for the long practice sessions, setting up practice games against good teams, convincing Coach Yukai to join us. If it wasn't for you, none of this would have been possible. Getting you for our advisor, Coach Takada, was the biggest stroke of luck we've had this year. It's like, all I can say is that I'm proud of all of you. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, it was a painful lesson on the level of our skill now. But it was not a sign that any of you are weak in any way. Nothing is over. Nothing. Not one thing for any of you has ended today. Tomorrow, the day after, for the rest of your lives, you can do anything you set your mind to. Words of wisdom from Coach. I knew Yukai dropped some facts to him. But hey, Takada coming in, man, dropping some knowledge on these kids. As he should. Thank you very much. Thanks. Okay, let's go eat. And just like that, they leave, man. I don't know if we'll get the chance to see what's going to happen after the fact. Maybe probably getting like some news and stuff. But, if Fukurodani or Commodore won. But that was a tough panel right here, man. Just to watch Jim just leave and everything. It seemed like the display thing we see all the time in the front of the gymnasium and stuff. Just chilling there. Whew, I'm tired. And so Daichi expresses his opinion to the sky. You're telling me 1 or 2 more jumps and I think my legs would have cramped up too. They're at the end. Nobody apologized for anything. I'm glad. See everyone else going together on the rooftop. That was Kyoko-chan also up there with them. See, dinner's on. Once Hinata recovers, I'm going to treat him to some ginger pork. I want to treat him too. Me too. And me. Great. Let's make him all eat all our helpings. Don't worry, I'll help him. Oh, come on. You see them get together. Oh, boy. Yo, what are you doing to my heart, bro? I understand we're on break. It's hurting me more than it is, but come on, yo. Don't show me not like that. Sorry, did I wake you? No, sir. I can smell something good. He has the mask on too. Well, he's trying to prevent himself from getting sick as well. Yep, there's just something about good. There's just something about good, hot meal. It makes it feel like everything's going to turn out okay. You up to eating? Yeah. The others, they're all eating dinner right now too. It wasn't that you lacked guts or didn't want it badly enough or anything like that. Your physical strength and mental strength are 2 separate things. Building a strong, fit body also builds a strong mind, fit mind. Don't try to surpass your limits. Work to push those limits higher. Don't panic though. You already know how to do that. Coach, what kinds of food should I eat? I can't wait for that to be adapted to the anime, man. Just, like, cause one of my favorite scenes in the entire little arc and stuff, in preparations to nationals was the whole thing with Hinata. Like, if you ever see the panel itself, I hope to God it's adapted properly in the anime. It's that one little thing where he's outside the little store and stuff. He has face I have the panel and stuff saved. I definitely will repost that again one day. But I just love that whole moment and stuff. And he's like, make sure you eat a lot. Like the way like Yukai was like repeating it back to him and stuff. Like, it's one of my favorite moments from that arc personally. But yeah, you know how important it is to eat real healthy food. Just keep that up and keep building good strong muscle. He goes pick up the chopsticks. Thank you for dinner. Itadakimasu. Shout out to Toriko, but shout out to Karasu, man. But oh, my son. You can't do this to me, man. It's too late. I know. I can't feel this way. You can't make me feel this way right now, man. Oh. But I love the fact that you're seeing from everyone else, they're not tearing up, and that shows you how, the times have changed and stuff compared to when they lost to Awa and stuff. But at least they they're happy with the fact that at least they got to the top 8. But Kageyama wants to take them even further, man. But also, what would they bring to him? Sign Jaybird in. Oh, they brought like something there. Water. Is that Kageyama though, right there in the dead middle? Like when they opened the door and stuff, Yukai coming in. Oh, that's probably Nishinoya. Nishinoya, Tanaka, Suga, Daichi, and I'm assuming that's Azumani, probably. Yeah. March. Yo, we already getting the graduation though. My man just said, yo, time scoop. March, graduation ceremony, Karasuno High School graduation ceremony. I mean, they put it for twice. I don't know why we do that, but thank you very much for everything. Aw, man. Thank you. Shout out to my third years, yo. Thank God this is not the end of the series, because it's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna be so sad, but and regardless, I'm gonna be sad in general, not knowing that these 4 in particular are not gonna be around anymore, man. But it's like, yo, well, I mean, the fact right now you're seeing with Chikara be pretty much being the one that's in the lead and stuff, and Tanaka, of course, tearing up. It pretty much tells us for now, he's gonna be the captain going into year 2, so third year and stuff. It depends. My bet's gonna be on Hinata personally for year 3. But Chikara, I could see. Well, for him to be captain, he's gonna be moving into the to the lineup and stuff moving forward. Thank you. See everyone else going together. I think that's Yachi right there holding the book. Where's like activity log? Okay. So yeah. Wait a second. What? Years later. And you see in Brazil, they have the Jesus statue and stuff. From Rio de Janeiro, you see some dude passing by on a bike going obrigado, which means thank you in Portuguese. Is that Hinata? Bro, what are we doing with this? Bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Are we not getting a year 2 or something? Years later. We just like skip right through? Yo, wait a second. There's no way. There has to be a page missing or something, though. Literally, you go from the graduation You hit me with years like, bro, what the hell? Where do we go? Like, what happened in the space of time between that graduation ceremony to what is this page? What is this page? Why is that Hinata in Brazil, bro? There's no more pages. Why do you think I'm this, man? Yo, nah, Furudate-sensei, nah. We gotta recall that break. You can't do this to me. I have no idea what to say. If this is years later, and this is, I'm gonna assume either college or probably after college, but no, it has to be college at least. Why is he not in Brazil? That has to be him. There's no way that could be anybody else. Clearly the shape of the hair, the color and stuff, it gotta be Hinata. And he's got clearly Bon Appetit and stuff, on the backpack, but why is he in Rio de Janeiro? Why do we have a time skip? What is going? Yo, I need to process this. My head, I can't. My head is just like, I just see years later, I see the statue, which clearly is in Brazil. I forgot the damn name of it and stuff. But why is he in Brazil? Bro. Yo, this is something I'm going to have to like really ponder on about these next 2 weeks. But I'm assuming we just skipped through the rest of their high school term, which sounds insane to me that we're doing that. I can understand months later, but years later? Yo, I have no idea what to say on this. Because, like, if it's, like, years later, we're going into the college, years. Which is something that, like, I never thought we would even get to see for the first years. Maybe see something going on the lines for, Daichi, Suga, and Azumani, at least briefly, at the very least, going into year 2. See what's going on, like Kawa, Ushijima and stuff, whatever. But that's absolutely crazy, though. They said years later. I hope to God this doesn't mean, like, the series is coming to an end or something. Like, some wild, like, oh, we're going to the future, see what's going on, and bam, that's it. I hope to God that's not what it is. But what? My mind is like all over the place. I have no idea how I'm supposed to comprehend with this, because it either just means that we're going to college or we're past college. We're clearly done high school by this point in time. If you're saying years later, because they only had 2 more years. I need to think on this, man. I have no idea what I can rate it until I see what's, more things I can think of on this chapter, but just in general, what is to come afterwards. I probably need the next chapter to know what the hell's coming up. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Look, I know there were so many other things that happened in the chapter, but for God's sake, what the hell is this supposed to tell me right now? Are we entering the college phase of Haikyu, the adult phase, whatever it could be? Let me know down in the comments what you think. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. You already know, man. Want to be part of the weekly experience? Follow if you haven't already. Subscribe. Click on the bell, Shandora, man. Pretty soon, I'm going to click on the bell of Rio de Janeiro or whatever the hell the bell is there, but college. Nah, this is too much, bro. I need to walk.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going